Hello, this is James Thompson, and I'm going to show you how you can create and add an email message signature to the messages you send out. We're going to start with the mail part of Outlook. Just a quick reminder, you have File, Home, Send, Receive, Folder, and View across the board in all of these different programs. And at the bottom here, you'll have Mail, Calendar, People, and Tasks. And clicking on any of these just switches you amongst the different tasks. So I'm going to go back to Mail. And to add a signature to emails that you send, you're first going to create a new email. So off in the upper left-hand corner here, create a new email. And then over in here, it tends to default with the Message tab right here. So if you're not in the Message tab for some reason, go ahead and click on that. And then over here in the middle, you'll see in the Include sub-tab, there'll be something that says Signature. So we're going to click on that, and right now the only option you have is signatures with ellipses, ... And that usually indicates that there's more options to follow. So we're going to click on that, and this can be a little bit confusing. What you're going to do is you're going to create your email signature within this little window right here. So you're going to begin with clicking New, as in creating a new email signature. So you're going to make a name for it. I'm going to call mine James Thompson, and I'm going to call it as Send. Or no, I'm going to call it New Message. New. Okay? That'll make sense in just a second. So I'm going to hit OK. Now I haven't actually created the message though. I've just created the name of the signature. So down here is where I actually edit my signature. This is where things get a little confusing because you have to hit save and OK and a bunch of other stuff. So down here is where I'm going to create a signature that's going to appear on anything that I send out for the first time. So I'm going to put my name, my title, where I work, and then people also like to have the link to their email address. You can go ahead and just type it out if you want, but it won't be a hot link. To do a hot link, you'll come over here where you have a little globe icon, and you'll click on that, and then at the very bottom there'll be something to create an email address. So I'm going to, it defaults with mail too, and I don't like that. But there is a way to get rid of it. I think I don't know if I can do it right in here. I'm going to try because I just want it to say no. You can't. Okay, but I'll show you where you can eliminate that later. So I've got my oops. That really messed things up. I'm going to start over. So it's going to say mail to : and then your email address. Just hit OK, and you can see that it creates it right there. And then if you want to leave the mail to there, you can. I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to just delete it right here because I don't think they need to be told to click on that to mail something to me. I think it's assumed. Okay, so now here's the important part. I actually haven't saved anything yet. This is kind of a goofy system. The presenter even commented how silly the whole thing was and how he was trying to get the engineers at Microsoft to change it. After you make these changes, you have to come up here and you have to hit save. And once you do that, now it's been saved. And then over in here, you'll notice it has a subsection called Choose Default Signature. Hopefully this is your default email account is already listed. If it's not, click on this and add it. And now that we've created a message, what this means is that I have made this signature the default signature for new messages going out. So every time I send a new message, it's going to include this signature. Okay. So before I hit OK, if I hit OK, it would go ahead and close this all out. And now when you come up to signatures, you'll notice that it lists the new one I created. And if I go ahead and click on that, it actually loads it in a new message. Okay. But it'll also load it automatically when you send it. So I'm going to close this. I'm not going to make any changes. I'm going to come back up to New, and we're going to make another new signature. And this had never occurred to me to do. But the presenter pointed out how sometimes you want a certain signature when you send an email out, and that you want a different signature when you're replying to people. When you're replying, you maybe just need your name. You don't need all of that other stuff. So I'll show you how you can do that. So we're going to come up back over here, and we're going to click on signatures. You'll see it by default added that new one. And now I'm going to make a new one, a new signature, and I'm going to call this James Thompson. We'll call this one reply. Okay. All right. Now notice, since it's a new signature I've created, there's nothing in the body here because I haven't put anything there yet. And so for this, I'm just going to put James. No, maybe I'll put James Thompson. Okay. And then I'm going to hit OK. Now I'm going to come back up to signatures. You'll notice now I have two. And under replies forward, I'm going to select my James Thompson reply. Okay. Now what this means is that when someone sends me an email and I reply to them, rather than loading this automatically in my reply, it's going to instead just load this. So when I send a new message out, it puts this by default. When I reply to someone else's message, it just puts this. And I thought that was a pretty handy little feature. It's small, it's tiny, but I think it's pretty cool. And if you like it, you can definitely do that. I mean, obviously, you can have all sorts of different signatures here that you can use. And at any point, like if I want to, I could, let's see if I do that. I thought maybe I could hit new. Oh yeah, it did. It did. When I hit new, at one point it changed it, I thought. Let's see if it... Oh, there we go. Oh, I was hitting the wrong thing. Yes, this is James Thompson reply. This is James Thompson new. So I can switch between the two. So you could make as many replies as you wanted to, and have a lot of fun with that. If you have any questions for me, you can email me at frank.thompson@cfisd.net, or swing by the library, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have about Outlook. Thanks.